Good afternoon, Elise Turner joining you guys again in online studio. Welcome to your practice. I'm going to do another half an hour segment. You can either repeat it through twice, combine it with another practice or something. So hope you enjoy this. We're going to focus today on hips and glutes, areas that we've been probably using quite a bit in sitting, working remotely, and so let's give a little bit of opening and strengthening to those areas. This week I want you to focus on the word epiphany. I've had a lot of epiphanies over the last several weeks going through this, looking at areas of true gratitude, finding enlightenment in my space, in just what we're being faced with challenge-wise. So let this practice maybe be a little epiphany opener for you. Where have you held back maybe in your practice, in your thoughts? Let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and lay you down in Shavasana. We're not going to be there long. Extending through your legs, maybe rocking your hips from side to side, and finding your place on your mat. Waking up those hips, lower spine, and then finding that stillness, bringing those palms to the sky, just letting yourself truly melt into the mat. Taking a few deep breaths here, and running through your mind where you might have had epiphanies over the last several weeks in your relationships, in your space, in your practice as you brought it into your home. Maybe you've realized you love being one with your space in your home. Maybe you've realized how much you need people in your life. Whatever those are, find gratitude in those little moments of aha. Take a couple more deep breaths here. And one last one. Draw those knees into chest. Gently rock from side to side. Again, coming a little deeper into those hips. You know, this is an area in my body, in that lower back area, that is constantly challenged and stressed. Give a little love to that area. Maybe you want to bring those hips in a little circle, coming into that lower back, moving it in the opposite direction. Be settling right at the top of those hip bones and really slowly rolling across the tops. And then draw yourself into that tight little ball, pulling your knees to your chest, chin to chest. Try to reach that forehead toward those knees. Extending legs and fingertips towards the toes. Bring that chin away from the chest, knees into the belly again. Exhale, extend. Tightening through those glutes as you point those toes one last time. Pull it in. Exhale, extend. Again, tightening those glutes. Pull the glutes together. Pull the quads. Really feel that tightness. A little isometric movement here. And exhale down, letting the body relax in again, drawing those heels behind the glutes. Now again, bring those feet out wide to the edges of your mat. Maybe take those arms out to a wide T position. Press that spine into the floor. And then gently drop one knee to the opposing ankle. Just kind of windshield wipe a little back and forth. Now again, this twisting motion is also great for our digestion. Maybe we've been eating a little more than usual, snacking because we can. We're right here. Maybe not, maybe you have discipline. Again, help that digestion out. Open up through those hips and glutes. We're going to be working those today. So again, massaging that muscle group one more time. Take it back to center. Now again, align, pull those heels in behind the glutes. Reach those fingertips towards the heels, pressing up into that beautiful bridge pose. Tuck those shoulders underneath. Again, find this isometric movement. Now again, imagine you've got that ball between your knees.
Knees are facing forward, glutes tightened here. Little isometric movement, and then slowly walk those shoulders out from underneath. Keep those fingertips pointed towards the heels, but bring the palms to the floor. Exhale those hips down. Press that lower back into the mat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more times. Inhale it up. Exhale down. Really connect that breath with the movement. Tightening those glutes at the top. Inhale. Bring it to the top. Pull those knees together. Exhale down. Keeping those knees together. Keep that pulse. Feeling a little bit different area and the glutes being highlighted towards that inner area. 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Draw those knees back open. Come up onto the toes. Now walk in just slightly, not too far. Reach those fingertips a little closer towards the heels, towards the toes now. Bring those glutes high. Again, targeting again a little deeper through those glutes. Exhale down, just through the hips, keeping that upper body stationary. Exhale it down, bring those hip bones to the floor. 3 more. Again, really tightening those glutes and quads at the top. And last 1. Hold that at the top. Press through those toes, even getting a little work through those calves. Exhale, drop those heels down. Walk that left foot in slightly, stationarily bind. Extend that right foot forward. Flex through the heel, chin is away from the chest. Exhale that heel to the floor. Inhale, pulse it up. Exhale down. Inhale up. 3 more. Again, targeting through, tighten that quad, keeping that leg forward and straight. And last 1. Inhale, slowly bring that foot down. Extend through that left foot. Flex through the heel, exhale down. Inhale up. Now again, as you're pulsing, make sure those hips are lifted. Bring it down. 3 more. Belly's drawn in towards the spine. We're working through that glute. And last 1. Bring that foot down. And exhale those hips to the floor. Draw the knees into the chest. Find that opposing position. Rounding through the back. Pull the forehead towards the knees. Inhale, extend those feet again. Fingertips coming towards the toes. Draw it back in. 2 more times. Exhale, extend. Belly's pulled in. Doing a little bit of core work here also. Last time. And inhale it in. Slowly begin to rock the length of that spine. Just 2 or 3 times. And then inhale. Bring it up. Take it back to that tabletop position. Now again, find those wide starfish hands directly beneath those shoulders. Knees directly beneath the hips. Wave those hips a little bit from side to side. Pull that belly in. Again, round through. Exhale, coming through a few cat and cows. Draw the hips towards the shoulders. Exhale, reach it back through. 2 more times. And 1 last time. Exhale, hold. Gently step that right foot back, left to meet it, finding that plank position. Now again, round those shoulders, down, back, and away from the ears. Breathe through. Exhale, coming to that down dog. Again, pedaling through those heels here for just a moment. We're going to be drawing back to that plank pose. Breathing through. Inhale up onto those toes. Exhale, press it back down. 1 more time. Inhale up. And exhale those heels down. Breathe it forward to that plank. Draw that left hand to the center. Open up to that side plank pose. Beautiful job. Now, if you need to modify, kickstand that bottom leg, feel free to do so. If you can find that beautiful exalted plank, hold that position. Exhale that left hip down. Inhale, press that ribcage skyward. Exhale down. Inhale up, 3 more. Again, find that beautiful length. Again, working through those obliques, also through those hips. Last one, exhale it down. Inhale, hold that side position. Now again, if you're kickstand or that leg is in that full plank, bring that right foot up. Slow pulse here, coming through that hip. For 3, 2, and 1. Step that right foot. Now again, aligning that with that hip. You should feel that immediately through that right hip. Extend and reach higher with that right hand. Then exhale that left hip to the floor. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale down. Inhale up, 3 more times. Now when you reach that top, really press through that right hip. Bringing that outward motion. Again, lengthening that muscle that runs across the back of the glute, many times creating back pain. And last time, hold that position at the top, press through that hip. Exhale it down. Drop that right foot, you're right there, reaching and extending into pigeon pose. That back foot comes to the floor. Slowly exhale through, finding that position for yourself. Maybe on those elbows, maybe you can find that full expression dropping all the way down. Again, just taking a few deep breaths here. Finding that opening in your hip. Keeping that left hip pressing towards that right ankle. Now, again, remembering these types of large muscle group postures, we really want to hold for at least 20 to 30 seconds, allowing that muscle to memorize. Wonderful opening. Inhale it back up slowly. Take those palms to the floor, supporting that weight. Gently lifting up off that right leg. Pull it back to that plank pose and press it back to down dog. Pedaling through those heels again. Inhale up onto those toes. Exhale, release it down. One more time, inhale it up. Exhale, drop that head between those shoulders. Inhale forward to that plank. Walk that right hand center now, opening through that beautiful side plank. Again, remembering each side is different. Maybe you modify, maybe you can find that full posture on this side. First, again, building that comfort zone. Then we're going to work through those obliques and hips. Exhale that hip down. Inhale, reach it up. 4 more. Connecting with that breath. Last 2. And last 1. Hold that at the top. Press through. Find that plank again, then raise that foot. Start that slow pulse for 3, and 2, and 1. Bring that left foot forward. Again, aligning with that hip again. Maybe you need to walk or adjust through that. Exhale that right hip to the floor. Inhale, press it through that left hip. Exhale down. Now this side feels totally different for me today. I've got some stuff going on in that left hip. Respect that. Listen to your body. Last one. Exhale it down.
Inhale, press through and hold. And bring that down, draw that foot underneath. Find that pigeon pose on this right side. Again, remembering it may be completely different on each side, respecting that as you round that right hip towards that left heel. Bring it through as you gently sit down into that, finding that breath. One last deep breath here. Slowly release back up. Take those palms underneath, pop up onto that toe, bring it back to that plank. Exhale, back to down dog. Pedal through those heels. And look between the hands, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Finding that forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, slight bend in those knees. Inhale through, reverse swan. Exhale, those hands opening to mountain pose. Now again, maybe take those shoulders round and back. Bring those hips through and draw those hands to heart center. Slowly draw that knee forward again, opening through that hip, sweep that right leg to the side, and then follow it through, taking that to warrior three. Hands at heart center. Now again, if you want to, you can bring those arms back, reaching back towards the heels. Slight bend through that right knee, extending that heel skyward. Slight pulse here. Now again, we're going to bend just ever so gently through that left knee, helping with that balance. For 3, 2, and 1. We're working both core as well as that strengthening. Extend that back leg through, straighten that left leg. Hands back to heart center, bringing that weight towards the front of the body. Bend through that left leg. Inhale, press it up, deeply coming through the hips. Exhale down. Bring it back up. One last time. Exhale down. And bring it back, drawing that right knee forward. Take those hands around that knee. Pull that into the chest, lengthening through the spine. Beautiful job. Now again, taking that right hand over that right knee, extend, opening that left arm, bring that left hip opening up. And exhale it down, sweep those hands skyward. Swan dive through. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift, one more time. Exhale, forward fold, slight bend in those knees. Inhale through, reverse swan. Exhale, hands to heart center. Slowly draw that left knee forward. Belly pulled in, hips aligned. Exhale, open. And sweep it back through, warrior three. Hands at heart center. Again, flexing through that left heel. Bring those palms back by the hips. Draw that left heel skyward and slow pulse here. Again, coming through those hamstrings and glutes for 3, and 2, and last 1. Straighten that front leg, bring that center of balance back to hands at heart center. Extend that left leg, bend through that right knee, pull it up. 2 more, exhale down. Last 1. And slowly draw that knee forward. Find that balance. Take those hands, wrapping around that knee, pull to the chest. Aligning, drawing those hips through, tightening those glutes. Extend that right hand open, left hand leads that right leg and hip open. Exhale it down, sweep those arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Beautiful. Inhale the half lift. Exhale, swan dive, pressing into forward fold. Inhale the half lift. And slowly open those feet open wide, rotating through the length of your mat. Now again, toes pointing forward, wide straddle. Maybe you want to walk them even a little bit wider, so those hands can press into the mat. And we're going to bend through that right leg, raising and extending. Left heel comes off the floor, pressing into those inner thighs and hip. Beautiful opener. Exhale, walk it over to the opposite side. Again, releasing that right heel, pressing with that left tricep into that left inner thigh. Again, we're getting an opener on both that left as well as that right side. One more time on each side. Walking back over to the right. And inhale it through. Bring that right hip skyward, right heel, excuse me. Walk it back to center. Feet coming forward, press those hips skyward again. And we're going to inhale, opening back up to the sky. Drop it down, coming to that straddle position. Now again, we're going to drop down using that body weight to press into those hips. And we're going to take a little bit of plyometric here, just 3 or 4. So we're going to come deep into this slight pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale deep into this. Again, we're working in through those hips, opening that up. Now we're going to take this plyometric, taking from an open straddle to chair posture. So we're going to jump it in, open it up. 2 more. Last one. And pulse for 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Inhale it in. Exhale, open. 2 more. And last one. Hold that position open. Step it to the top of your mat, reaching through chair. Inhale up, come onto those toes into diver's position. Press those hips back, reach those hands forward. Exhale the chair. Inhale up, pop up onto those toes, extend, diver's position. Last time, exhale it down to chair. Inhale it up, pop onto those toes, press it back to diver's pose. Exhale, back to chair. Take it to twisted chair. Right elbow comes over that left knee. Slowly inhale, bringing it to the opposite side. And take it back to center. Slowly drop those hands down, walk it back, bring it to tabletop position. Let's just gently round through some cat and cows. One more time. And open those knees, exhale it back. Let's take it to child's pose. A lot of work. Now feel the beautiful hip opener in this. I want you to really open those knees, maybe a little wider than usual, and really allow your body weight to drop down, opening those inner thighs and hips. Maybe take that gaze towards those fingertips. And then exhaling, dropping that left ear to the mat. And slowly exhaling, drawing, reversing that right ear over. And after that last deep breath, drop back up, taking those hands and knees a little bit wider. Again, opening through those hips. We're just going to make large circles on the mat with our body. Again, really digging down through those hips, glutes. Maybe taking 2 or 3 circles. And then reversing in the opposite direction. Belly's pulled in towards the spine. Again, we're just working on opening those hips that have probably been sat on quite a bit this week. Bring it back to center. Now we're going to close with one last kind of balancing pose, but coming into the glutes and hips still. So I'll show a couple modifications. One, we're going to try to get into headstand if that's in your practice. So you're going to create interlacing those fingers, leaving the pinkies free, that little cup, and kind of tilt it towards your body so that you're looking at your palms of your hands, and then round the crown of the head, kind of right above the top of your head into that cup. So there's movement, you can rotate that head. That's the key to finding a strong, stable tripod. Maybe walk those elbows out just an inch or so you're creating kind of a triangular shape. Press those hips skyward, walk those toes in. Now maybe this is right where you want to keep it. If headstand is not in your practice, again, rotate your head here. Make sure you've got that correct positioning. You want that weight through your elbows and forearms, not in your neck. That's the beauty of a headstand. And then what you're going to do is raise those hips towards the ceiling, pull those knees to your chest. Maybe this is that next step you take. Really walk those toes in. Now again, as you do that, it forces those hips to reach skyward. And then maybe just lift one toe at a time, reaching that foot, try the other foot. Feeling that belly pull in, that's the next key position here. And then not kicking, but working at just gently lifting those heels to your glute. That's that next position. Maybe this is right where you stay today. And then slowly reach those feet skyward if it's in your practice to find that full headstand. Now again, doing this against a wall, great way to modify and really help find that balance. Belly is pulled in here. Now again, if you want that last little kick and boost for your hips and glutes, exhale those feet down, creating a beautiful L position. Dropping it, just staying halfway point. And then slowly inhaling skyward. Belly pulled in, one more time, exhale it down. And then last time, just bring it down and hold for 3, 2, your body is strong, and 1. Exhale those feet down, drop the knees to the floor, bring the glutes to the heels and extend those palms back, reaching for those ankles in that rabbit pose, maybe rock from side to side. Bring that gaze forward, palms come up underneath the shoulders, walking back to that plank. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows close to the side. And inhale. Finding that beautiful cobra pose. Press those shoulders, let that lower back drop. Even rock those hips from side to side. Pull those toes up off the floor as we drop down into that half cobra. Feeling that last little lower back and glute punch for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and exhale that left ear to the floor. Dropping those hands back, finding a little reverse shavasana here. Tops of the palms drop into the floor. Again, finding that comfortable position. Maybe it's on your left ear, your right ear. Finding that breath again. Maybe you found a little epiphany during your practice. Maybe a spot of joy, something you enjoy. Maybe something you found out, oh my gosh, I have to work on that. Those aha moments in our life that keep us moving forward, continually changing. One more deep breath here. When you're ready, slowly roll over onto that right side. Draw those knees into that fetal position. Maybe you just stay here for a minute. You're ready to find yourself pressing up to that comfortable seated position. Glutes coming back onto the heels. Eyes are closed. Okay, maybe just massaging those hips and glutes into the heels. And dropping that chin to the chest. Take those hands behind you, interlace, pressing that palms together. Bring that gaze skyward, drop those hips over to the right. Pop it back up to center, release over to the left. A little side bend there. Inhale back to center, exhale that body forward, kind of like a hero position, seated. Bring those arms up overhead, opening through the shoulders. Feeling that chest open a little. And inhale it back up to center. Release those palms, inhale those arms overhead. Exhale, open again. One last deep inhale. Take those hands to heart center. Press in, knowing that this is the place of change, our central chakra, where we find all those aha moments. Catch them, don't miss them, don't let them go by. Let them be the catapult that pushes you forward to being something bigger, better, and new. Namaste. See you next week.